This is when I was on my permit, so I was 15 and a half. This is my second time ever driving on the highway. From a distance, I see some feathers flying in the air. And I literally cleared a whole family of ducks. Like the second time I ever drove on the highway, like I murdered all of them. It was I couldn't switch lanes, like the cars were moving too fast. I cried because I was like one of my first times on the highway and I murdered an entire family of geese or ducks or whatever. And I pulled over and the front of my Prius had like feathers like in it, and I had to like duct tape the thing to like keep it. Oh my god, yeah, it was just didn't make me want to go on the highway again for a long time, but I did. I feel like anybody would feel like, oh my god, I just murdered an entire family and took their life away.
I think life gets more boring as you get older.
No, I don't think so. High school was definitely a fun time, but as you get older, you have more freedom. Definitely, like being a teenager is its own thing, and it does feel like you have less consequences for your actions, I guess. Our generation has a huge, like, is stigma the right word? Against aging, right? Is that the right word?
No, yeah, that's the right word.
And like even like on TikTok, like everybody is just not trying to age in every way, and like my cousin who's your age is like, oh, you're almost like reaching like auntie age or unk status. And I'm like, yeah, that's me, but like I'm embracing it because people who are older, they always say like you start giving less of a fuck about what people think about you, and I'm so excited for that. I hate how people are so scared to get older. I think it's like a natural thing, and I'm excited to like be a MILF, you know? Like that sounds like fun to me. Just kidding, but not really. Don't be afraid of getting older and having new experiences. Yeah, getting older is a beautiful thing, and not to say that I'm not afraid, because sometimes I am like, oh my god, like I'm expired, like it's over for me, but it's really not. In 2020, like during COVID, I was like really just like not in a good place. Like school was out, and I was just like messing around and hanging out with people every day, but like not like feeling good about myself. And then like my uncle who lived around the corner from me like took his own life, and
I'm sorry.
It's okay, but my like mom was really close with him, and like I grew up like with him always there, and he also was actually the one who inspired me to come to New York City, because I would always visit him in the city. He had an apartment here as well, and like hearing that, and just also the fact that I was like really not well at the time was just like, yeah, not a good combination. It was also painful because my mom has already lost two of her other siblings like in a similar way, and I was not like, I didn't have the best relationship with my mom at this time too, and just like the culmination of all of that, like it was just a spiral of like despair, honestly. I just like was never home, and because there was COVID, like it was sort of like a free-for-all. There was no rules. It felt like nothing felt real. The world was on pause and everything just shifted, and because of that, it felt like none of my consequences mattered. My actions had consequences, and anything I did had no repercussions on my life, if that makes sense. And it just felt like once the world resumes, that's when I'll get back on track. But in reality, that's like not really how things work, and the world is still moving no matter what. But now we're like doing good, and like things are great, and you know, we miss him, but things are okay now, so yeah.